Good morning.
Howdy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, if I was any better, I'd be two people probably.
At that.
Yeah, it's good. Good Sunday morning. Coffee here as always. Cat asleep behind me, and we are ready to venture forth to our next scenario, which happens to be scenario 6. Grant moves west. Bum bum bum. We are here for the first of two playthroughs, of course. And the first playthrough, I will take the Union forces, and anybody out there watching, hello and welcome. We hope you will find this as enjoyable as we do each and every week. On the other side of the mic, we've got Roger. He's going to be playing the Confederates today. And this one should be quite tantalizing because on paper it's called one thing, but as we're going to see, the points are earned by the other person. So I found that quite intriguing, but let us set the stage here. We've seen the fall of Jackson after the last scenario, so here are our notes for this week. Grant's seizure of Jackson effectively cut Vicksburg's railroad lifeline to the rest of the Confederacy. Although Union troops were fatigued from 2 weeks of active operations and several sharp engagements, Grant resolved to finish the job and swiftly move against Vicksburg. His army was widely dispersed, and on May 15th, he ordered it to concentrate at Bolton, a vital station on the Southern Railroad. From there, he would manage a methodical movement westward towards Vicksburg before the enemy could react. Pemberton's rebel army was concentrated around Edwards, but had no accurate intelligence of Grant's intentions. Pemberton had several strategic options, from cutting off Grant's supply line at Dillon, joining forces with Johnston's army, assembling north of Jackson, or to defend in place in the Edwards or Champion Hill area. However, Grant's speedy movement toward Vicksburg seized the strategic initiative, which the Union Army held firmly for the rest of the campaign. The stage was set for one of the most decisive battles of the Civil War. And I will hand it over to Roger here to walk us through the special rules for this particular scenario.
Yeah, Patrick, this is very interesting. It's a three-turn scenario, May 15th through May 17th. We have a lot of things to remember on turn one. We're going to skip leader transfer. The Confederate player, I get the first initiative, and I get a min die roll of 3. And then after that, we just do normal initiative. Everybody help us remember, I have to add 1 to my extended die rolls on turn 1. And neither player's units may cross forward hex sides until turn 2. And that there's a lot of destroyed, all the ferries have been destroyed, and a couple of bridges. The exception is units may retreat across fords on turn 1. Neither one of us can force march, which probably will help me tremendously. For you, for the entire game, you get a special -1 extended die roll modifier. If you go to fatigue 3, it's just a straight die roll. You also, we have to remember, for this scenario, you're going to win all initiative die rolls on turns 2 and 3. I have some movement restrictions, and Alberto has put the turn 2 marker on my units here that can't activate until turn 2. Baldwin, Vaughn, and the Wall, Texas leg. I think that was probably supposed to be Legion. And then you have some movement restrictions. Sherman and Steele and Tuttle cannot activate turn 2. They're sitting over in Jackson. And then Blair, Smith, Ransom, and Ewing all have to march to Raymond before they can turn north. I believe that's because they were responsible for a wagon train, I think, historically, is why that's in there. And as I mentioned, we have destroyed bridge markers and destroyed ferry markers on the Big Black River. And that's really most of our special rules today are going to be on turns 1. And that's about it.
And as we said, even though the title of this scenario is called Grant Moves West, yes, I am moving west as the Union, but Roger is responsible for getting the points in this scenario, so it's always a little switcheroo pitch that they give to us. So let's talk about the victory conditions. We have some locations marked right here on the map, and it's nice because we probably won't see a lot of north-south movement here, you're probably in for a treat this time, folks. I won't have to pan the map around a lot. But we see that we've got The biggest one here is a -7 asterisk here at Dillon, and that is encouraging Roger that if Confederate forces, for each turn indication phase that they occupy Dillon, they can get in there early and hold it. For each turn that they're in there, they will get 7 points on their own. We have the same thing for Coker and Champion Hill up here. For every turn that you are in those are each worth 3 points. And then if there's an undemoralized unit here at Edwards, then for every turn that they are at Edwards, Big Black Bridge, or the Negro Quarters, those ones we've seen through the last few scenarios, that is -7 points at the end of the game if the Union or is there. Yeah, so that's a standard in-game one. If they can get that far, then that is -7 points for the Confederacy. Otherwise, we have our normal +1, -1 for manpower losses. And this one, I think, is going to be just as tight as the last few that we've seen. And the marginal for the Confederacy on this one is 12 victory points. So you have to figure out a strategy that's going to get you perhaps some spaces early, hold them for a couple of turns, anticipate an assault on one or more of them, and perhaps if you can get to Dillon, you can make it very, very untenable for the Union. But I think having those two Raymond units down there, Smith, Blair, and Ransom, one of their special rules is they cannot attack or go into anything less than 29 or farther north until they go to Raymond first. That is a possibility. They go to Raymond, they get unlocked for future activations to go farther north, or they could potentially stay and guard Dillon. That seems like a prudent thing to do. Any experience with this one before?
I did play it. It's part of play testing. I took the Union. I'll just remind you, you actually have a fourth unit to the south, Ewing, that also has the 2 Raymond. I don't know if that's an official counter, if that's something Alberto came up with. So there's actually, you've got quite a bit of manpower that you can use to defend Dillon. Obviously, I think that's what the designers are intending, that the Union player doesn't get too frisky. So yeah, I think they're kind of forcing a battle at Champions Hill and Coker. Also, there's kind of an interesting side to this is I only get the 3 points or the 7. For Coker, I have to keep you out of the graveyard there. And for the 3 points for Champion, I have to keep you out of Roberts. So if you get behind me, I don't get those points. So that's kind of an interesting addition.
That would make sense, yeah.
It's not enough for me to defend Edwards and Negro Standard. I've got to get manufactured 12 points somehow.
Well, having the Coker and Champion Hill as individual points, I can see that obviously trying to keep it somewhat on rails, kind of scripted historically, get them out to those 2 spots and then sit and wait for the attack that they know is coming.
Yeah.
This will be probably fast, I think, with it's only 3 turns. And knowing the way that you and I play, probably not too much mulling on this one, but who knows? And we got some units already starting in turn 1 at fatigue level 1 and 2.
Yes, I've got everybody. Well, yeah, all my active units are at fatigue level 2 to start, and I get that darn +1 extended die roll modifier on turn 1. So yeah, they're not encouraging me to get aggressive on turn 1 for sure.
I dash you to step across Baker's Creek. I dash you.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
at least
then
not too far past Baker's Creek. Anyway.
Exactly. I think we are ready to go. You will get to start us off, of course, and we have no leader transfers. So let me wish you the best of luck, sir, in this one.
Yep. Good luck to you as well. And yeah, so I get the first initiative. I get a min die roll of 3. So I'm going to activate Loring's going to activate Tillman, Buford, and Featherstone. Take 3, so they'll all need extend die rolls. Min 3 roll. And I get the 3, so that's 5. Loring is going to go with Tillman. Buford's going to go first. So here's his extend +1. He's okay. So I've got to go 1 to there, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
That was no trouble at all.
Yeah. I think that's why they gave it the min 3 roll, I imagine. Extend for Tillman +1. He's okay. They're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And finally extend for Featherstone. And he's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Now, normal initiative on turn 1. That's mine. Well, I'll take green and cockerel. Bowen. Here's their movement. Go 5. Bowen is going to go with cockerel. And here's his extend. +1. So that's a 6. So he's going to flip to disorganize. They're going to go 1, 2, 3. Getting into a hill, I think is, oh, it's just normal. So they'll go 4, 5. Here's green's extend. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. He's going to stop there. Initiative. That's mine. Well, I guess I'll take Stevenson's. Activate Cumming and Barton. 8. Stevenson will travel with Barton. He'll go first. Here's his extend. +1. He's okay. They can go 8 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Cummings extend. He's going to flip. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't cross the ford. Initiative. That's mine again. Take lot of T3. Here's his movement. 5. Here's his extend. It's okay. Go 1, 2, 4. Initiative.
It's a high tie. That's still yours.
That's right. That doesn't come into effect till turns 2 and 3.
Right.
So yeah, we'll take Reynolds. Here's his movement. +1. 7. Extend +1. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. It's mine. And I think I'm going to pass.
I'd say you've done enough. Let's see what we can accomplish here. I'm going to activate A.J. Smith to 2. Here's his movement straight up. 3. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. That's mine. I will have Blair go to 2. Here's his movement. 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that lifts Raymond requirements. He is now exempted. All right. We'll stay right there for the moment. Initiative. That's mine. We'll have A.J. Smith go to 3. Here's movement. 3. Here's extended march of -1. He's a 4. He's okay. Go 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. That's mine. Ransom go to 2. Movement 6. He's going to go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Take Ewing to 2. Movement 3. 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll pass.
Okay. Take Ewing to 3. Oops. Movement 2. Extended march -1. He's okay. 1 and 2. Initiative. Continue pass.
Yep, pass for now.
Okay. So, the bulk of the force now. I'm going to have McPherson activate both of his divisions. There's movement +1. 4. Crocker will go first. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And McPherson will... And Logan, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine again. We'll take them to 3. Here's their movement. 6. Crocker first. And we'll stay where we are. Crocker's extend -1. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 to there. And Logan's extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Let's see.
Passing again, okay.
Yep.
We'll have Blair go to 3. Here's movement. 4. Extended march -1. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. Take Carr. I'll take Carr with McClernand to 2. Movement. Nice movement. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Yours?
Passing.
Okay. I'll have Hovey march straight up. Go to 2. Movement. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Mine. McClernand will activate everybody in range, including Blair. So they will all get a fatigue. Here's movement. Blair will go first. Here's extended march for him of +1, -1. He's okay. So he'll go 1. Get that crossroad. McClernand and Carr. Carr's extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hovey will go next. Hovey's extend. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Osterhus, he does not need 1. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Mine. I think that's going to do it. I think I'm going to pass.
I will pass as well.
Okay. Recovery. Good. That was less than a half hour. Good work. Leader transfers. Turn 2. I'm going to move Grant down to McClernand. And that is all.
Move Loring down to Buford. Stevenson is going to go to Reynolds. That's going to be it for me.
Okay. And to review our on turn 2 now, all fords over minor rivers are open. There are no fords over major rivers because they become impassable when bridges and ferries are destroyed. We can cross over the rivers at the fords, the minor rivers, and I still have an extended march bonus. Okay. why don't you give us the first initiative for turn 2?
It's yours.
Okay. We'll have McPherson activate both of his units. Change their movement +1, 7. They will stay as they are with leadership. Crocker will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Logan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll take the same pathway. 6 and 7. Initiative. That's ties, so I win ties now. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Let's take him to 2. Here's movement. 5. I will have McPherson transfer to Crocker. He has an extend march. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
not a little too far east, didn't I?
And then Logan's extend -1. So I got a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Here's our next initiative. That's yours. Oh, and I neglected to give you your 6 VP, so let me do that. There's your 6 VP.
Stevens will activate Lee and Reynolds, A.W. Reynolds. Here's their movement. He's going to go 1 and 2. He's just going to go to there. Initiative. It's yours by special rule.
Well, I suppose I need to make a shot at spoiling here, because I've got the artillery covered. I just don't like leaving myself twisting there. But I feel if I don't, I'm not going to have another chance at it. So, you've got only Vaughn behind me. McPherson will attempt an assault on Stevenson. So we're going to go to 3. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. So our first attack of the day, it's going to be a +1 for assault, and we are even on tactical. I have artillery covered, and then it's a -1 for ratio of 1 to 2. There's no terrain, nothing else that I can see, so just a straight attack.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Okay, there is a +0 attack. Now, don't try this at home, kids, because, you know, remember, this is out of necessity, because I don't want Stevenson to do more damage than he is. So here's the attack. That's a 6.
+3 result.
+3 result.
So that's going to get me out of there. 10. So let's say 1 DR for me.
And I think I probably got something at 9. Right? No, just a
You're fine.
Yeah,
Fatigue.
Double fatigue for me, so I'm fatigued out.
Take the manpower loss off of Reynolds, I guess. Lee's going to go 3. He's going to be fatigued out. And he's going to go to disorganize. It was a little R. So they're just going to go 1, 2. They'll go 3 to there. Stop there. Well played, sir.
Well, thank you. I did not expect a 6, because we never do. Here's the initiative. That's low ties. That's mine. Okay. Expect we need to defend this position here. So McPherson will activate Logan. 3. Here's movement. Man, all 6s. Okay. He will transfer up to Logan. Might be a good time to attack green, wouldn't it? I think that's what the dice are telling me here. So here's extended march. He fails EM because he's +2 -1. Yep. So he's gonna flip. Well, that changes things, doesn't it? So he's an 8 now. So so that would be a +3 attack instead of a +4. Yeah, he fails, but that's right. We're gonna make the attack at +3. So I've got +1 for prepared, +1 tactical, and a +1 ratio of 2 to 1. And artillery's covered, and I don't have a flank. So I see a +3 attack.
Yes.
Okay, here's +3. Here we go. It's a 5.
It's 3.
Gets him out of there. Okay.
That's a 4. It's a DR again.
And +3 on 9 is just more fatigue. Okay.
Picks up 3 peaks. He's going to disorganize.
You said just a DR, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've got 2 options for retreating here. So I think he's just going to go 1, 2 to there.
Okay. So I fatigued, which is something other than that. So I can't use any more of my points, but I can take the hex. And I will. All right, Loring, you are there. Initiative. That's mine. I will have McClernand activate Carr and Blair. Here is their movement. 4. Blair go to there. And McClernand go 1 and 2 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll have McClernand attempt an assault on Buford. So he will go to 2. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. We will ask to have Blair join in next door. And it's not Los. And it will come in. He will come in. So he will go to 3. And we will attack Loring. So I see now a +1 assault, +1 ratio of 2 to 1. I have 5 pieces of artillery to your 1, so I don't think that grants me anything other than no effect. The creek is on the Blair side, so I have at least 1 unit free of creek, so that does not factor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I just see the +2. I don't have 5 hexes covered, so so here's a +2 attack. 6. Ah, I knew it was going to happen sooner or later. I was flying too close to the sun. Alright, there's 0 on 15.
0 result. 4 is a D.
Then it's 1D for me, so I'm going to give you 1 back. I give you back.
2, 3.
I'll take it off of Blair.
He's going to be disorganized.
Alright, you stay right there. Initiative. That's yours.
Finally, we'll activate Vaughn for movement. +1. Go 5. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. It's mine. Take Vaughn again. 6. Let's see. He's a fairy, so that's going to be, that's 3rd deactivated, so it's going to be
0. Yeah, it's just, no, because
1,
he's small enough.
2, 3 to there. Since that's Los, there's no Zoc into that hex. Initiative. That's yours.
McClernand activate Hovey and Osterhus. Here's their movement, +1. 6. And they will transfer to Hovey. And they'll just go there. And 1, 2, 3. Initiative. That's mine. We will attempt an assault on Barton. So I'm going to have... I'll do it with Hovey, just so we get the artillery covered if he's the only one. So he will go to 2. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. And we will attempt a grand assault with Osterhuus. And Grant, he says no. Do it yourself. You should have picked them both if you wanted them both. Alright, Hovey then goes in with +1 assault, +1 tactical. And I've got artillery covered, so I just see a +2.
Yep.
Okay. Then we will we'll go with +2. Here's a +2 attack. 4. Middling. Shuts him down.
+1.
Shuts me down too. +1.
It's a D for me on 6, right? Yep,
Yeah.
just a D.
And 1D for me. I'm not getting anywhere with these middling rolls, so we will lose a manpower. Flip.
3. And he's going to flip disorganize. And that was a 9, so is that another manpower loss by chance?
Yes, it is. It is indeed. So I'm moving that up.
Okay.
So I'm at 2 and you're at 1. All right. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll bring up Baldwin. +1. Goes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours. Double
Okay.
ones.
All right. And we'll have Sherman activate Steel and Tuttle. Here's their movement. Oh, come on. 1 and 2.
You rolled a lot of 5s and 6s for movement. So
Oh, I know. I know. It all balances out. I get it. It's just, I thought about this the other day. It's like, there's a lot of hue and cry from this side of the mic. I totally get it. But at the same time, it's the timing of it. I know they're all going to balance out. It's just like, clutch moment. Really? 1? No? Right now? Initiative. Okay, let's try them again. Movement. There you go.
Yeah, see.
It does balance out. I know. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tuttle follows behind. Initiative. Take them again. And movement. It does balance out. All right, now we're gonna. I really need to get there, but is the time to force march now? What's the best I could do? Get another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's not going to help me much. So I better just take it as it comes. So Steel, yeah, down there in the comment section, would you force march now at Take 3? Steel, here's extended march. He's okay. 1, 2. Tuttle, extended march. Okay, so he's +1 for Union, -1 for that because he's not exhausted. So he's okay. 1, 2. All right, initiative. All right, let's take them all the way. Here's movement +1. 6. Steel is going to have a net +1 to his extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Tuttle net +1. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Baldwin again. Just move it. +1. Down. 1 and 2. Initiative. It's mine. Yeah, but take Baldwin to take 3. Here's his movement. 4. And I think that +1 I have for extended marches is now not happening. So
Right.
this will just be a normal roll. He's okay. 1, 2, 3. He'll stop there. Initiative. It's mine. I have Lorraine activate Tillman. Here's movement +2. Is 7 movement points. Loring will transfer to Tillman. Will also travel with Tillman. So he's going to go 1, 2 to there, 3. He's going to stop there. Initiative. That's yours.
All right, we're going to try it again. We're going to have Osterhus go to 2, and he's going to assault Barton. So here's the assault attempt. It comes off. So again, I see a +1 assault, +1 tactical. You've got 2 pieces of artillery. I've got 2 pieces of artillery. So you have a roll in rough. Used. Okay. So -1 artillery. So I see a net +1.
Yep, +1.
+1. Okay, here's +1 attack. Man, 2s. It's better than 1. But it's not that great. So 0 out again. 0, just giving you manpower because I can't roll better than a 2. Alright, so it's 1D. So what 1D for me and a yes. Boo! So we lose a manpower. And we flip. Initiative. That's mine. I will have Ewing march. Movement 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. That's mine. Ewing go to 2. So this will be a net 0 on his extend. Movement 4. Extend. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. Yours.
You're done. I'll take Featherstone, fatigue. Fatigue 1. I guess it doesn't matter. He's going to have to stop. Whichever way he goes. So he's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. It's mine. Yeah, we'll have Loring activate Tillman and Featherstone. +2. 8 movement points. Tillman will go first. Here's his extend. Straight up. He's going to flip. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. If he hadn't flipped, I'd make the attack. Bad as it would look, I'd make the attack. Here's Featherstone's extend straight up. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. It's yours.
I think I'm about tapped out, but I'll take Ewing to 3. So this will be a net +1 on his extend. Movement 5. Extend +1. He flips. Useless! But he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And deletes that. Initiative. It's mine. I will pass. Let you do what you're going to do.
And activate Featherstone. E3. Here's his movement. 4. They'll transfer to him. Here's his extend. It's okay. He's just going to go to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Pass.
Passed.
I did pass. Yep. Got nothing I can do.
So we'll have Bowen will activate Cockerel, and we'll take green to fatigue 4. Here's their movement. It's 8. I'll march green first since he can only go 1 hex. So here's his extend plus 2?
Plus 3.
Plus 3, yeah, plus 3. So that's a 7 on a 4. So I think probably it's going to be minus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus 1. Just going to go to there. And Cockbowen, I didn't march. Bowen's going to travel with Cockerel. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. That's yours. Presume pass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I should try to get you out of Edwards. You're not going to get the points till the end of the game, but no, actually, I'm going to take coming to fatigue 1. Here's his movement. He goes 4, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Since that guy, Raymond guy, can't cross, can he? He's got to stay put. So AJ Smith is stuck there because he didn't go to Raymond. Initiative. That's yours.
Pass.
Well, take coming to fatigue 2. His movement 7. Here's his extend. That's going to be a manpower.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go 1 to there. I think it's worth it if I can get him disorganized. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Coming has enough prepared attack. Yeah, we'll make this attack. The type is a +1. I have all 6 hexes covered, and since I have a road from Vaughan into Halifax Cemetery, I get all 4 flank for +4. The ratio is 3 to 9, so that's going to be a -3 ratio.
1 to 3, so minus 2.
I always get that wrong when I do the negative. And artillery is going to be a -1. So it's 5 up and 3 down for a final of a +2.
Okay.
So here we go. +2. It's an 8.
Clutch, Roger. Clutch. All right. Let's see if I can get a 6. Come on, 6. No, it's a 4. I'm gonna. 4 on 9 is a manpower loss. I am quite certain. 4 on 9. Yes. Damn. Okay, and he's routed. So lose that. Becomes demoralized. Okay, so I got to go farther away. So let me give you the 1 manpower first. And then I crossed over. I went farther away, but in a Zoc with no road, so I'm going to lose another manpower. Check. And check. And we're going to go out of Zoc 2. Then 3 and 4. And we'll go 5 and 6 to there.
You have to be undemoralized.
I know. I just
point.
wanted to give you something to think about. Sadly, in my brain, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't roll a 6, and then I could do that sneakiness anyway. But no, you rolled a 6. So I think the door is closing pretty close on turn 3 here. But let's see what happens.
I'm not gonna take the hex.
Okay.
Because I don't need to.
Yeah, it's right.
So we'll roll for initiative. That's mine. They're exhausted. So I'm going to. Oh, I got the world famous Texas Legion here.
Oh no, not the Texas legs.
Leg. I assume that's Legion.
Yeah.
+1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass.
Take them again. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours. Presume pass.
Yeah, pass.
I'll pass as well.
Okay. Let's hit the recover button. Everyone's recovered. I will give you another 6 victory points. That's going to take you up to 12 for that. And I mean, mathematically, I don't see how it's possible. But do you want to talk this out, and just for the benefit of our viewers, I know they're a very vocal few that would like us to play all the way out. I don't know that I've got. Let's talk about what I can do right now. I've got too many units in the way to try to get to a -7, so I don't know that I can. That was my shot, and you did a great job setting up a surround. There was a couple there where it's here, especially this attack into here. I wish it'd gone a little bit better, so that I could have expended some points, and then advance and perhaps move somewhere else. But I really needed to block this hex more than I did, but I was not able to with Logan. So that was a linchpin battle that didn't go nearly as well. I was really surprised about Edwards going as it did. But so -7 is off the table, and that's really the big thing that I need to do. I can't bring this unit over because he didn't go to Raymond first. All of these attacks here have just been middling and like a slap and tickle fight. I really wanted to get Buford out of there, but 2 attempts failed. Barton, I was trying to get out of there so I could present a Zoc to here to prevent exactly what you did with bringing everybody into Roberts. So all I can do is potentially deprive you of points by getting someone to here or here, but that would be Blair marching over land. Blair marching over land. You're gonna whiff that out and put somebody here. So I think you're far enough ahead because I'm showing you at 12, and you've got +4 manpower, so you're at 16 points, and you only need a 12.
Yeah.
And you're gonna potentially get another 6 at the end, so that would put you at 22. Or yeah, so I just I don't see it. Do you see it as the Union?
I don't, unless you. What could you do? Not their fatigue.
Because I'd be really hard pressed to make any big attacks where I'm going to get a lot of manpower. If I could bring Sherman up here and do something as a relief for McPherson, or to just surround you here and force you into big manpower losses. And that setup never really goes well for me because it's like you spend 2 or 3 turns. You astound me with how well, because typically you get a string of initiatives and you just bring all these little teeny tiny pieces in there. But if I telegraph, I'm going to bring Sherman up and I'm going to try to cut you off and then attack from this way and force you into these retreat losses, I just don't know that I would get the string to potentially do that. So I love this scenario because I can see the tournament potential of it, because we're right just over an hour, and presumably most people would play out turn 3. I just think it got away from me a little bit too much in turn 2 to be worth the mathematical while, if that makes sense. Because I can kind of see it. I'm skilled enough in the series now where I'm like, I don't feel it. I mean, are you getting that sense too?
Yeah, well, if I get the initiative, now that I look at the points and I have, all I'm trying to do is win. If I get the first initiative, Stevenson's backing out.
Exactly.
And if I get the next initiative, then Buford's out. And then I'm just defending Black Bridge, Negro Quarters, etc. Then I'm going to I'll let you try some attacks and make it as painful as possible.
And if even Logan gets one good attack, right, it's still pretty much going to shut him down. More than likely, statistically, it's going to be a double fatigue or a D or something. So they've got one good attack in them, but that gets me nowhere near this. And Crocker needed to be undemoralized for him to try his little sneaky attempt up there, but once he was demoralized, then that was off the table too. So I think this one's a really cool design because you've got agency, but only just because they really want you to fight over Champion Hill and where Buford is here. So, and I'm pretty sure the next scenario 7, is I know at some point we are going to fight Champion Hill. That battle is preset. So for a 3-turner, this one is it's almost like the McClellan's opportunity, where it's the lead up to Antietam. This is the lead up to Champion Hill, but you could potentially have that battle. And I'm not ready to have that battle yet because I've already been denied a grand assault here. I don't have enough units there. Potentially, I would put Grant up here to Sherman and put him there and try. But all that does is deprive you of 3 points that you're going to get anyway because you're already ahead that much. But that's not sour grapes. I really like this scenario so far. It does present some fun challenges. If I had to do it differently, I think I mistook how this works with Raymond. So just parking him there was a counter to coming over and try to sneak into Dillon, but that's all he can do, right? Getting at least 1 or 2 of them. Blair was the one I was really hoping to use up here for Buford, and that didn't go as well as I wanted to. So a couple of really good attacks. If they had gone a little better, then I think I'd be pushing you out of some of those spots. I was trying a southern flank approach here. That was the weaker end. And I was just ecstatic that McPherson got all the way up there in that flank march.
Yeah, I kind of saw that coming on turn 1. And I thought, well, I'll be able to block that on turn 2. He's not going to roll 6s as you kept doing. It's like, okay, well, I was wrong about that. I didn't know if it was smart to attack coming on the march, but I was just hoping to give you a D. Though I see now what you were thinking. You could have retreated out of there, I guess, is what you were thinking.
Yeah. Well, I kind of was hoping that you were just going to take your shot here, and then I had the escape route. But I always remember that you do the due diligence. You get the string of initiatives, and you're like, well, here's another hole I can plug in the line and force a manpower loss. I'm like, Roger! Because now I have to retreat through the Los, and everyone hates Los. I was kind of hoping that once you set up Pemberton here, you were going to just try this big grand assault on Edwards, and then I'm like, okay, I'll just walk away and then come down here, and present myself for that, being only slightly battered and not completely demoralized. But you made the smart move, plug in that hole, and get in the full surround and all that. So yeah, lots of good lessons for I think newer players coming into the system. This gives you the opportunity to try big sweeping flanks. I had hoped Sherman would do better than a 1-6-1-4 on marching, but that's all right. It happens. It evens out. If he had gone 3s and 4s the whole way, that would have just been about the same anyhow. So yeah, this is a good scenario. I'm looking forward to trying it next time. But any other thoughts on this one before we let them go?
No, I think I've said everything that I can think of, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to play the Union any better. Obviously, I think what you did was what I would have tried, and it very likely could have worked. So
yeah, I think with the guarantee of getting right out of the gate, I mean, Matt, you saw that. Oh, okay, I'm going to roll a 3. I'm activating. I think it was Loring that activated his stack. So you are guaranteed to get Coker and Champion Hill. Yes. On the very first initiative. So that's what you do. And then you had, I think, 3 or 4 in a row. And you just brought everybody up to support, which was awesome.
Well, I did leave the hole open to the north, which I probably should have plugged and gotten somebody there.
Well, you had green there, but I guess I wouldn't have expected that McPherson would get all the way up there either. So, But, yeah, probably putting green here instead of here. Is wise, I think. Great. Well, not a lot of editing on this one because it's only only an hour 15. So, folks, thank you so much for watching, and we hope you've learned a little something and you enjoyed it. Sorry we deprived you of the so exciting turn 3, but I'm sure you can see it in your brain, in your mind's eye, how it would work. Patrick rolls a 1, and yeah, that's the way. That's the way of all things. But we love having you here. Take a moment. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please click the like button and that subscribe. And if you use the little activation bell, it'll pop up and tell you that there's a new video, which is usually Tuesday mornings pretty regularly. And showing you our financial supporters. Thank you so much. Everybody kicks in a few bucks here and there using the Ko-Fi link, which is right down there below. If you don't want to, you don't gotta. This stuff is free for you, but if you want to support the channel, we absolutely appreciate it. There's lots of good stuff coming here. We're right at the halfway mark of the basic scenarios, and I think once we play this one through, it is just picking up speed as we move towards the campaign game. So, Roger, I'll give you the last word, and we'll send him out.
You have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you, well, maybe over Thanksgiving or something.
All right, have a good one, man.
Bye-bye.